toda nuestra generación.
Porque nosotros no nos gusta explotar.
El mundo entiende, nosotros pensamos, nosotros queremos.
이로부터 우리는 이미 더 이상 핵무기를 만들지도 시험하지도 않으며 사용하지도 전파하지도 않을 것이라는 데 대하여 내외 선포하고.
Hello, welcome to our video. My name is Heidy Cardozo. My parents are Laura Valero and Sofia Carre. We are modern languages students at ETS University, and today we are going to make a comparison between North Korea and our community in Colombia. Before to start, I will give you information about North Korea. North Korea is an East Asian country. Its capital is Pyongyang. It has around 25 million inhabitants. Its current president is Kim Jong-un, and its federal government is Socialist Juche. But this federal government has become a problem since the regime became very drastic. For that reason, many people try to run away from the country. Talking about Uvas community, this is an indigenous community located here in Colombia in 5 departments at the northwest of the country. This is one of the surviving indigenous community after the Spanish invasion. And nowadays there are 5,000 indigenous in those departments of the country. This community is recognized as a community in risk of physical and cultural extinction. The Yuba community feeds on insects called shukira that appear on the palms during August and October and are eaten roasted or fried, while in North Korea, dog meat soup is the specialty during winter.
For the Yuba, there's not a concept of individual property. The property is social, and the results of the land could be familiar. In North Korea, everything belongs to the government, so it is very difficult there and very different too.
Okay, another important thing to compare between these countries is the personal and physical appearance of the women. And starting with the Uva community here in Colombia, the women there are so simple and modest in their daily lives, but when they decided to make their tribes or their praise to their gods, they used a natural makeup that they made from the earth. And now talking about North Korea, the women from North Korea, they are the same. They are so simple, and they use just a tonic for the skin, but it is not allowed to use another type of makeup. It is just natural, the skin natural, without any product, any cosmetical product. In North Korea, it's a tradition that the newlyweds bless their marriage next to the bronze statue of the deceased grandfather of the leader, while in Yuba community, bless their marriage singing myths to their gods and ancestors. Another thing to compare between North Korea and Colombia is the controversial thing around the world, the literacy. In North Korea, the government says that the 90% of their population could write and read, but any global organization focusing on the education couldn't be allowed to enter to this country and to confirm this information. Now talking about Colombia and their educational system in the indigenous communities, we could say that it is too difficult to say that is a good education because of the government desertion in those territories where the indigenous communities are located. And in this case, the Uva community is not an exception because according with the statistics, the 63% of the community is illiteracy, and they don't know how to write the Spanish, and they don't know how to read it. But also they don't know how to read and write their native language.
Korea forces the most intellectual to go to the best universities in the world in order to return and make their knowledge available for the government. In US community happens something similar, but here the young people go to university in their own way. They have the permission of the leader and their parents, and the only condition is return to help the community. So far we know, people in North Korea believe that Kim family are gods with powers, unicorns, and other bizarre facts. Since our own indigenous people have also this type of beliefs. For example, in the space of living beings, there are the colors blue, white, red, and yellow. The words above are different to the word below. In this part of the video, we want to give you some reflections about this topic. For example, it could be difficult to understand the beliefs of other people, but it's very curious how if these beliefs are about indigenous people, indigenous culture, we could respect. But when it's some country or even a city, we couldn't understand at all. So at the end, it's not wrong the belief that people have. What is really wrong is that they don't have the choice to believe or to think her or his own thoughts. It is something related to disinformation as a violence. In the UA community, it could be reflected in this. The Occidental Petroleum Company, or OXY, tried by various means to deceive the communities to accept the oil exploitation, even without knowing how to read and how to write. They were made to sing an act and marrying that supposedly spoke of improved health and education in this territory. But in the end, it was just an agreement with oil activity that also was agreed.